Did he call yet?
Windknife yelled up.
Well, call him again.
I called him twice. They're looking for him. How is he?
I'm not sure. He's bleeding like crazy.
Oh, my
It's
God.
all over the room. I don't know why people decorate in white. If he doesn't call in 2 minutes, call the hospital.
I'm going to have a cigarette can.
After 18 months, the hell you are. Hold on to yourself, will you?
I can't believe this. Oh, my God.
Did he call yet?
Windknife yelled up.
Well, call him again.
I called him twice. They're looking for him. How is he?
I'm not sure. He's bleeding like crazy.
Oh, my
It's
God.
all over the room. I don't know why people decorate in white. If he doesn't call in 2 minutes, call the hospital.
I'm going to have a cigarette can.
After 18 months, the hell you are. Hold on to yourself, will you?
I can't believe this is happening. Oh, God. Ken, the phone is ringing. Oh. Hello? Dr. Dudley? Oh, Dr. Dudley, I'm so glad it's you. Your service said you were at the theater.
Is that the doctor?
I never would have bothered you, but this is an emergency.
Is that the doctor?
I'm Chris Gorman. My husband Ken and I are good friends of Charlie Brown.
Is that the doctor?
It's the doctor! It's the doctor!
Why didn't you say so?
Dr. Dudley, I'm afraid there's been an accident. I would have called my own doctor, but my husband is a lawyer, and under the circumstances, he thought it better to have Charlie's own physician. Well, we just arrived here at Charlie's house about 10 minutes ago, and as we were getting out of our car, we suddenly heard that...
Don't say anything!
Don't say anything?
Don't tell him what happened.
Don't tell him?
Just do what I say.
What about Charlie?
He's all right. It's just a powder burn. I don't want him to know about the gunshots.
But they got the doctor out of the theater.
Tell him he tripped down the stairs and banged his head. He's all right.
What about the blood?
The bullet went through his earlobe. It's nothing. I don't want him to know.
But I already said we were getting out of the car, and we suddenly heard this enormous... What? What did we hear?
We heard.
Just a minute, doctor.
We heard an enormous thud
Thud?
when he tripped down the stairs.
Oh, good, that's good. Dr. Dudley, I'm sorry. I was talking to my husband. Well, we heard this enormous thud. It seemed Charlie tripped going up the stairs.
Down the stairs!
Down the stairs, but he's all right.
He's setting up in bed. He'll call him in the morning.
He's sitting up in bed. He'll call him in the morning.
You!
Oh, you. He'll call you in the morning.
You're very sorry you disturbed him.
Very sorry I disturbed you.
But he's really fine.
But he's really fine.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Where are you going?
Him! Thank him and say goodbye!
Thank you and goodbye. What? Oh, just a minute. Any dizziness?
No. No dizziness.
No, no dizziness. What? Can he move his limbs?
Yes! He can move everything! Get off the phone!
They got him out of Phantom of the Opera. Yes, he can move everything. What? Any slurring of the speech?
I can't believe this! No! No slurring of the speech!
Don't yell at me, he'll hear it. No slurring of the speech.
I've got to get back to Charlie.
What? Oh, any ringing in the ears?
I can't believe this. No! Tell him no!
Yes, a little ringing in the ears.
I told you to say no!
Well, it sounds more believable to have ringing.
Jesus.
Who? Myra? Yes, Myra.
She's not here! Don't tell him she's here. He'll want to speak to her.
Dr. Dudley, my mistake. She's not here. I thought she was, but she wasn't.
She just stepped out for a moment. She'll be back in a minute.
She just stepped back. She'll be out in a minute. Yes, I'll tell her to call. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Dudley. Dudley. Enjoyed the show. Ken and I saw it. We loved it, especially the second act. Who's playing the Phantom tonight?
You're going to review the whole damn show?
Oh, Charlie's calling me. Just a minute, Charlie. Oh, he sounds a lot better. I have to go. Yes, doctor, I will. Don't you ever do that to me again. He must suspect something. I didn't get his name right once.
If the phone rings again, don't answer it.
Why did you tell me to answer that one?
Because I thought the bullet went through his head, not his earlobe. Fix me a double vodka. I left Charlie standing in the shower.
If he drowns, you're making that call. I don't know why we're always the first ones here. Never came late once in our lives. Somebody else could have dealt with all this. Oh, shit.
Who's that? Who is that?
Am I near the door? Do you see people in here? You think I'm on
Marnie, one of the others. We've got to open that door.
You've got arms. Reach down.
I've got to dry Charlie off and bandage his ear. Don't tell them what happened. I need a few minutes to figure this out. Can't you stall them?
His best friends are coming to his 10th anniversary. His wife's not here. He shoots himself in the earlobe, and I'm supposed to make small talk when they come in?
Attempted suicide is a criminal offense, not to mention a pretty ugly scandal. Charlie is deputy mayor of New York. He's my client and my best friend. I've got to protect him, don't I? Just play the hostess for a few minutes till I figure out how to handle this.
Play the hostess? There's no food out. There's no ice in the bucket. Where's the cheese dip? Where's the help? Where's Myra? What am I supposed to do till you get back? Play charades? I'm lucky I can still speak English.
You're a lawyer yourself. Can't you figure out something to say?
Contracts. I draw up legal publishing contracts. If somebody walks in the door and wants to make a deal, I can handle that.
Easy, calm down, calm down. I'll be right back.
Put some slivers on Charlie and tell him to answer it.
Would you relax? Drink my vodka.
Why is the vodka better than 2 puffs of a cigarette?
Because they know you've quit, and if they see smoke in here, they'll know something is wrong.
You mean falling at their feet is going to look better? Claire, you look beautiful. Where's Lenny?
In the car. We had an accident. Brand new BMW. 2 days old. The side door is smashed in. Don't tell Charlie and Myra. I don't want to ruin tonight for them.
Oh my God, are you hurt?
Oh, my lip is swelling up. Oh, Jesus, I look like a trumpet player.
Where's Lenny?
Oh, he's coming. He's got whiplash. His seatbelt went right around his neck, pulled him straight up. I left him dangling.
Oh God, sweetheart, I am so sorry. Is there anything I can do?
Just don't tell Myra. This party means so much to her.
Hi, Charlie. Hi, Myra. We're here, kids.
Get upstairs, Lenny.
She tell you what happened? Some stupid bastard shoots out of his garage like a Polaris rocket. I got 4 doors on one side of my car now.
How does you that feel?
Stretched out over to one side, it looked like a Picasso painting.
Do you want a drink?
Oh, I don't think I can swallow past my shoulders.
Well, of all nights to happen.
Here's their gift, Steuben glass. If somebody brings them a bottle of glue, they'll have a nice gift.
I could have lost the tip of my tongue. I'd be speaking Gaelic the rest of my life.
Beautiful, brand new, spotless car, never touched by human hands, buffed and polished by German women in Munich. Now it looks like a war memorial. Hello, this is Leonard Gantz. Is Dr. Dudley there, please?
Dr. Dudley?
Yes, it is. I have a whiplash injury. Oh, I see. Do you know what theater he's in?
Oh God, I need a cigarette so badly.
Yes, could you, it's important. I'm at 914-473-2261. Thank you very much.
I've got to settle my stomach. Is there anything to eat? Some canapes or something?
Gee, I don't see anything.
What? No canapes? Where's Marlene, the cook? She makes great canapes.
My lead? I didn't see her. I think she's off this week.
The week of their anniversary party?
I think she had to go back to Japan. Her mother was sick.
Marlene is Chinese.
I know. Her mother was visiting Japan.
I can only look up. I hope tall people are coming to this party. Where's Ken?
Ken, he went to the bathroom.
And where's Charlie and Myra?
They're still getting dressed.
They're not ready yet? We had a car accident and we're on time.
My lip is getting gigantic. I don't think I have enough lipstick to cover it.
No nuts or pretzels? I haven't had lunch today. 3 audits with the IRS on an empty stomach. Claire, would you get me a Diet Coke and something to munch on, please?
Where are you going?
Up to the John. I haven't had time to do that either.
Oh, look, there's a guest bathroom down here.
Isn't Ken using that?
No, he's using the one in the guest bedroom upstairs.
Why isn't he using this one?
Oh, I don't know. He said he had to go badly, and he just ran up the stairs.
Well, if he had to go so bad, the one downstairs is closer.
You know how it is when you have to go badly. You don't want to stop running.
But this is a shorter run.
Lenny, it's not an Olympic event. Why don't you just go?
That's what they make guest bathrooms for. Oh, all right. If Dr. Dudley calls, I'll be right out.
Claire, we have to talk.
What is it?
I'm coming apart at the seams.
Your dress?
No, my nerves. I think I'm going to crack.
I can see. Your hands are like ice. Something is going on here, isn't it?
Oh, God, you are so quick. You are so quick to see things.
You're scaring me, Chris. Tell me what's happening.
Well, all right. Ken and I got here about 10 minutes ago, and we suddenly heard this enormous...
Hey, Claire, you look lovely.
Yes, doesn't she? I was just telling her she looks enormously well, doesn't she? Isn't that the dress you got for cerebral palsy?
No, I got this for sickle cell. Hi, Ken.
Where's Lenny?
Oh, he's in the John. Where's Charlie and Myra?
Still getting dressed?
Yes, still getting dressed. How's the new BMW? Is Lynn happy with it?
Hilarious.
Did he get all the new features he asked for?
More than he asked.
Great, great.
Listen, are you through in the bathroom, Ken? Because I have to go myself.
I think Myra's in there.
Oh, well, then I'll use my Lee's bathroom. Call me if she gets back from Japan.
Up here! Quick! Hurry up! What did you tell her?
I can't remember.
You can't remember?
I couldn't follow it. I was talking so fast. Oh, why can't we tell them the truth? They're going to find out anyway.
Well, I don't know the truth exactly. Charlie is still mumbling. Now go inside. He wants to see you.
See me? Why does he want to see me?
Oh, he's crying like a baby. I can't stop him. He needs a woman.
To do what?
To cry on. I can reason with him, but I can't comfort him. Let him cry on your shoulder for 2 minutes, for Christ's sakes.
Is he still bleeding? I paid $1,200 for this dress.
Oh, hi, Lynn. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, hi, Ken. Did you hear about the BMW?
Yes, congratulations. Excuse me.
Where are you going?
To the John?
Didn't you just go?
Yes, but not enough. Be right back.
This is very weird.
Oh, give me the pretzels.
There's plenty of food in the kitchen, but nothing's cooked.
Why didn't you open this first?
There's a duck, roast ham, smoked turkey, all the frosting on the table, and there's pasta sitting in a pot with no water. Everything's ready to go, and no one's yet started. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Not as strange as him peeing twice in a row. Do you have something sharp, a nail file or something?
You know, Chris started to tell me something, she just clammed up.
The door on my BMW opened like a piece of tissue paper. This thing is steel.
Her hands were as cold as ice. She couldn't look at me straight in the eye.
This would be a good place to keep your jewelry. Oh, shit.
And what's taking them so long to get dressed? What's that all about, eh?
What are you so damn suspicious for? Give him a chance to come down.
Oh, you don't notice anything is wrong.
Oh, yes, I noticed. I noticed that the towels in the bathroom were on the sink and not on the rack. I noticed that there was only a sheet and a half left on the toilet paper. I think it's sloppy, but it's not a scandal.
Really? I'm not so sure I'd rule out a scandal.
Oh, you don't think I know what you're talking about. I hear things, I hear gossip, I hear rumors, and I don't listen to that crap, you understand? He is my friend. She is the wife of my friend.
Fine, okay, then forget it.
I won't listen to filth and garbage about my friends.
I said forget it.
All right, come here.
What's wrong with here?
They could hear us over there. Here is better. Would you come here? It's not good.
What's not good?
What I heard.
What you hear?
Will you lower your
I
voice?
haven't said anything yet.
All right, all right. Well, it seems there's talk going around about Myra. Oh, this hurts. Would you stand on my other side? I can't turn. Look, it seems there's talk going around about Charlie and Myra, only no one will tell it to my face because they know I won't listen.
I'll listen. Tell it to my face.
Why would you want to hear things about our best friend? He is my best client. He trusts me not only about investments and taxes, but personal things.
I don't do his taxes. What's the rumor?
Jesus, you won't be satisfied until you hear, will you?
I won't sleep with you until I hear. What's the rumor?
All right. It seems that your friend Myra upstairs is having herself a little thing, okay?
What kind of thing?
What do I have to do? Spell it out for you? A thing, a guy, a kid, a man, an affair. She's doing something with someone on the side somewhere, and it isn't Charlie, okay?
You don't know that. You've only heard it. You haven't seen it.
Of course I haven't seen it. What do you expect? They invite me along? What's the matter with you?
You are so naive. It's incredible. Get real, Lenny. Myra's not having anything with anybody. Your friend Charlie, however, he's running a hell of a hotel bill.
Charlie? My friend Charlie? Look, no way. Charlie wouldn't even look at another woman.
Well, he may not be looking at her, but he's screwing her.
Would you lower your voice? Where did you hear this?
Someone at the tennis club told me.
Our tennis club?
What is it, a sacred temple? People gossip.
Oh,
there.
Jesus Christ. A bunch of hypocrites sitting around in their brand new Nikes and Reeboks destroying people's lives. Who told you this?
I'm not going to tell you because you don't like this person anyway.
What's the difference whether I like them or not? Who told you?
Carol Newman.
Carol Newman? I knew it. I hate that damn woman. She has a mouth big enough to swallow an entire can of tennis balls.
How you two doing?
Oh, hey, Ken, just fine.
Had anything to eat yet?
Oh, just a plastic bag.
Great. I'll be right back.
Wasn't it Carol Newman who spread the other rumor?
What other rumor?
The rumor that you and I were breaking up.
No, it wasn't Carol Newman.
It wasn't her? Well, who was it then?
It was me.
You spread the rumor?
Me, you, the both of us. When we were thinking about separating, didn't we run around telling everyone?
Oh, we told friends. That bitch told strangers.
Hey, look at the bitch.
Oh.
My face. Besides, she didn't start the rumor about Charlie. Someone else in the club told her.
Who was the one who told her?
Harold Green.
Harold Green. Who the hell is Harold Green?
He's a new member. He was just voted in last week.
I never voted for him.
Yes, you did. By proxy, we were in Bermuda.
I don't believe it. A new proxy member goes around spreading rumors about my best friend. Who does he play tennis with?
He doesn't play tennis. He's a social member. He just eats lunches there.
This son of a bitch is a new proxy social member who doesn't even play tennis, just comes to the club to eat lunches and spread rumors. What does he do for a living?
He sells BMWs.
Oh!
Anyone else get here yet?
Not to speak of, no.
Is anything wrong?
Wrong? Why? Does something seem wrong?
Oh, aside from the fact that there's no food, no host, no guest, and we only see you and Chris one at a time and never together, aside from that, I would say yes, there's something wrong.
Okay. Okay. Sit down, Lynn, Claire. All right. I can't keep this quiet any longer. We've got a big problem on our hands.
Aha! What did I just say, Claire?
You just said, aha! What is it, Ken? Tell us.
Charlie's been shot.
Shot! Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, I can't catch my breath. Oh, Charlie.
No, it's all right. It's not bad. He's alive. He's okay.
He's all right?
Yeah, he's alive. He's all right.
Thank God he's alive.
Where was he shot?
In the head.
In the head? The head? Oh, my God, he was shot.
No, it's all right. It's not bad. It's a superficial wound.
Where did the bullet go?
Through his left earlobe.
The earlobe? Oh, that's not too bad. I have holes in my earlobes. It doesn't...
I saw this coming, I swear to God. The truth, Ken. Did she do it?
Who?
Myra, for Christ's sake. Who else would it be?
Why would Myra shoot Charlie?
You don't know what's going on?
You haven't heard?
No, what's going on?
Charlie's been having a hot affair with someone.
It's not hot. You don't know if it's hot. Nobody said it was hot. It's just an affair, a plain affair.
Who told you this?
Well, nobody told me that. What they told me was that Myra was having the thing.
A thing with who?
Oh, who knows? A kid, a guy, a man? Who knows?
Someone else told me it was Charlie who was...
What someone else?
Oh, some bitch at the club named Carol Newman.
She is not a bitch. She only told me what Harold Green told her.
Who's Harold Green?
Oh, some damn new proxy social member who doesn't even play tennis. He comes to the club to eat lunches and spread rumors.
It seems to me Charlie's the one who's having the affair if Myra was hysterical enough to shoot him.
Will you listen to me, please? Myra didn't shoot Charlie. Charlie fired the gun. He tried to kill himself. It was attempted suicide.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, don't tell me this. Oh, Charlie.
Will you stop it? It's enough grieving. He's all right.
It's all the fault of that no-good shithead Harold Green. He's out of the club. I can get the votes.
Can we stick to the main topic here? Nobody knows if anybody had an affair. I don't know why Charlie shot himself.
What? My God, how is Myra taking this? She must be a wreck.
I should go up to her. Let me go up.
Don't go up to her. There's no point in going up to her. She's not here. She's gone.
Son, Charlie shoots himself in the head and Myra leaves the house.
She walks out on him now. Now when he's up there laying with a bullet in his ear.
The bullet is not in his ear. It went through his ear. Will you listen to me, please? Maybe she wasn't even here when it happened. Chris and I were driving up when we heard the shot. The front door was locked. I ran around to the back and broke in the kitchen window.
I saw that. Why, I thought maybe Miley did it and maybe Myra fired her, but I didn't know then that Miley's mother was sick in Japan.
Don't talk. Just listen. Let me and Ken talk. So you broke in and you rushed upstairs. Was he laying on the floor?
No, he was sitting in bed. The television was on. One of those evangelist shows was on. A bottle of Valium was on the nightstand. He was half conscious. I figured maybe he took a couple pills to make himself sleepy, put the gun to his head, started to fall asleep, and shot himself through the left earlobe.
Oh, Ken, is that blood on your shirt?
Blood? Where?
Below the second stud.
Oh, shit, I didn't see that. That won't come out, will it?
That's what you're worried about, a stain on your dress shirt?
I don't give a damn about my shirt. I'm trying to protect Charlie from getting a suicide rap. When the others walk in here, I don't want to explain to them how I got blood on my good silk shirt.
You can wear one of Charlie's.
Well, he's 2 sizes too big for me.
I don't think they'd notice your cuffs if Charlie has a big bandage on his ear and Myra's not even at the party.
Let the man finish the story, would you please? So, did he say anything? Did he say why he did it?
Not a word. He was barely conscious.
Did he leave a note or anything?
He had a piece of paper in his hand. I tried to take it from him, but he tore it up and threw it in the jar, and he flushed it before I could get to it.
This is not happening. I'm not hearing this.
Did you call the police?
No, just the doctor. We told him he tripped and fell down the stairs. As long as he wasn't hurt, I don't want to make this thing public.
We've got to call the police. This man is the deputy mayor of New York. We're talking front page on the New York Times. Pictures of Charlie covering up his head with his suit coat jacket.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
But if we keep this quiet, we're all accessories. I deal with the IRS boys. I'd be the first one that they come after.
Why would they go after you?
Well, in suicide attempts, they always want to open up everything. They'd want to look at his books, his portfolio, his entire financial picture. They'd want to know how the deputy mayor could afford a big house like this.
It's no secret. Myra's a wealthy woman. She bought the house.
She did? I didn't know that.
Oh, now you hear that, it'll be all over the tennis club tomorrow.
I still think we don't bring the police in until we know the whole story. I don't know what you're nervous about, unless you have something to hide you don't want the IRS to know about.
You're accusing me of hiding something? I'm the one who wants to bring in the police. Maybe you're the one who has something to hide. I mean, after all, you make up all of his contracts. You made up his will.
Are you accusing me and Charlie of conspiracy to defraud this city?
I hear a car pulling up.
If you're not calling the police, I am.
No, you're not!
You're telling me what I'm not going to do?
Pulling up the driveway.
Suppose the neighbors heard the gunshots and have called the police.
I'll deal with that problem when it arises.
Suppose the car is the police, then the problem has arisen.
It's a Volvo station wagon.
A Volvo?
Now I suppose you're worried it's the Swedish police.
It's Ernie and Cookie.
Ernie and Cookie.
Ernie and Cookie, why didn't you just say so?
Why didn't you listen?
Ken, Myra and I are having trouble with her zipper.
No, you're not.
I'm not?
They know.
About Myra's zipper?
We know that Myra's not here. Ken told us.
Oh, they're stopping to look at our BMW.
Did you tell them about Charlie cutting his ear shaving?
They know everything. The gunshot, the earlobe, the flush note down the toilet, everything.
Why didn't you tell them you told me? They must think I'm an idiot.
How is Charlie?
Oh, he fell asleep. He's holding the pillow with his thumb in his mouth.
They're coming up to the door. I can't believe she's wearing a dress like that to a party like this.
All right. What do we do? Do we tell them or not?
Well, why not? Ernie is Charlie's analyst. Everything you tell your analyst remains confidential.
What his patients tell him. We're not his patient. His patient is upstairs asleep, sucking his thumb.
I can't believe I'm paying a babysitter for this night.
Okay, what did we decide? Are we going to call the police or not?
I say no. Cookie has her cooking show on television. Suppose she accidentally says something on the air.
On the cooking show? What do you think? She gives out suicide recipes?
I still think we don't say anything till we know the whole story. Better safe than sorry. Claire, open the door.
Chris, freshen up our drinks. Let's look like we're having some fun.
So what is it? We're telling Ernie, but we're not telling Cookie.
We're not telling either one of them. I'm sorry we told you. Just answer the door.
Claire, wait. Don't open it. Wait until I get upstairs. If Charlie comes to, maybe I can get the whole story from him.
I took the Valium away from him. I hid them in the medicine cabinet.
Gee, what a good hiding place.
So, Mrs. Thatcher replies, perhaps it's in my umbrella stand.
Are we ready?
Yes, we're ready, we're ready.
Oh, God, Letty, that is so funny. You should have been an actor, I swear.
Look, everyone, it's Cookie and Ernie.
Hi, Ernie, hi, Cookie.
Hi, Cookie. Hi, Ernie.
Hi, Chris. Hi, Lenny.
So, go on with the story. What did Mr. Gorbachev say?
Mr. Gorbachev? He said, gee, I don't know. I never ate cat food before.
Sorry, we're late. Did we miss much?
Oh, you have got to get Lenny to tell you the story about Mrs. Thatcher and the cat food.
Sounds pretty funny already.
Everyone looks so beautiful.
Oh, Cookie, I am crazy about that dress. You always dig up the most original things. Where do you find them?
Oh, God, this is 60 years old. It was my grandmother. She brought it from Russia.
Didn't you wear that for muscular dystrophy in June?
No, emphysema in August.
What a pretty cushion. Is that for Charlie and Myra?
No, it's for my back. It went out again while I was dressing.
Are you all right, honey?
Oh, I'm fine, babe.
Oh, you and your back problems. It must be so awful.
Well, it's nothing. It's nothing. I can do everything except sit down and get
Looks like you put a few miles on in the last 2 days.
Oh, some stupid idiot shoots out of his garage and broadsides me. Oh, and car's only got 12 miles on it, and I got a case of whiplash like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, I've had whiplash. Excruciating. My best friend had it for 6 years. Oh, this looks pretty. Oh my God! Oh no, did I?
Yeah, I'll just take this back. Well, guys, we keep all the bad.
What about a drink, everyone?
I'll have something.
I'll get it.
What?
Oh, I'm closer.
Oh, such friendly people. 3 of you want to get me drinks. I love a bourbon, please.
I should have let what's her name pick it up, Lulu.
Miley. Here you go, Ern.
So, where's Ken
Ken? Ken's with Charlie.
and Myra?
Myra's with Ken. They're waiting for Myra to get dressed. Oh, what is it?
Oh, a spasm. Oh, it's gone. It's all right. Just shoots up my back and goes.
Are you all right, Poops?
I'm fine, puppy.
Look, I have a wonderful idea. It's such a beautiful night outside. Why don't we all
All
sit
right,
outside?
all right. Okay, kids, what's going on here?
What do you mean?
You think I haven't noticed something strange going on? 3 people want to get me drinks. Chris wants us to hear this very funny story, and Lenny wants to get us all outside, everybody creating a diversion. Why? I don't know. Am I right?
No wonder you're such a high-priced doctor. Okay, somebody has to tell them
Tell them what?
about the surprise.
What surprise?
The surprise about the party.
What's surprise about the party?
Well, I think it's the cutest thing, don't you, Claire?
Oh, God, yes.
Tell them about it.
You tell it better than I do.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to sit down.
Oh, I've got her.
I'll do it.
I need the cushion.
Oh, here it is. I've got it.
Are you
Here it
all
is.
right, chicken?
I'm fine, Pops. Oh. So, what's the big surprise about?
Well, Charlie and Myra decided, because they were having their closest friends over to celebrate their 10th anniversary, they decided they weren't going to have any servants.
Uh-huh.
No Miley, no anybody.
Uh-huh.
Was that terrific? No help, just us.
Why is that terrific?
Because we're all going to pitch in like in the old days. Before money, before success, like when we were all just starting out. Well, I think those were the best times in our lives, don't you?
No, I hated those times. I love success.
But don't you find that these are greedier times, lazier, more selfish? Nobody wants to work anymore.
I work 14 hours a day. I cook 37 meals a week. I cook on my television show. I cook for my family. I cook for my neighbors. I cook for my dogs. I was looking forward to a relaxed evening. But I don't want to spoil the fun. What do we have to do?
We have to cook.
You mean all of us together in the kitchen?
Well, everybody except Charlie and Myra. Claire and I told them to stay up there and relax. We'll call them when we're ready.
What do we have to make?
Oh, it's all laid out. Duck, roast ham, smoked turkey, pasta.
Duck roast ham. Too much cholesterol for me.
Ernie, we didn't come here to live longer, just have a good time.
I just don't understand why we're all dressed in our best clothes to cook a dinner.
It's not your best clothes. It's a 50-year-old Polish dress.
A 60-year-old Russian dress.
Now look, the dress is hardly an issue worth arguing about.
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't make it.
And she didn't say she wouldn't make it. Now why is everybody getting so upset over this?
All right, Ernie, let's not turn this into group therapy, please.
This is nothing like group therapy, Claire. You, of all people, should know that.
Oh, terrific, Ernie. Why don't we just tell everybody who's in your Thursday night group, eh?
Why are Ernie and I being attacked? We just walked in the door.
Please lower your voices. We're going to spoil the surprise for Charlie and Myra.
What surprise? It was their idea.
Oh, listen, I don't want to take the blame for spoiling the party. I'll do all the cooking myself, and Ernie can do the serving.
Now, honey, nobody's asking you to do that.
Look, if you want to do that, it's perfectly fine.
Look, if it makes her feel better, she can clean up too.
Okay, then it's settled. Just give me 45 minutes, and I promise you this will be the best dinner party we've ever had.
What the hell was that? It's okay if everything's under control. Hi, Ernie. Hi, Cookie. Chris, honey, could I see you up here for a minute?
Would you all excuse me, please? Oh, I hate when this happens.
Am I going crazy, or was that a gunshot?
A gunshot? Oh, no. I think maybe it was a car backfiring.
In Charlie's bedroom?
Ernie, maybe you better go up and see.
Why? Chris and Ken and Charlie and Myra are up there. There's more of them than there are of us.
You can't ignore a gunshot. Ernie, go up and see.
Oh, I know exactly what it was. They've been blowing up party balloons all day. That's what it is, a party balloon.
What kind of balloon was that? The Goodyear blimp? I'm going up.
Well, how are we going to get dinner ready then? Charlie and Myra must be starving. I'll tell you what. You and Cookie go in and start dinner. Ern, I'll have a white wine spritzer. Claire, why don't you put on some music? I'll go upstairs and see what happens. I'll be right back. If Dr. Doolittle calls, call me.
Oh, I'll get him.
I still think that sounded like a gunshot.
Oh, Ern, let's get
Hello?
dinner started. Come help me up.
Dr. Cusack? Yes, he is. Who is it, please?
Is that for me?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. It's a conference call. Mr. and Mrs. Klein, Mr. and Mrs. Platt, Mr. and Mrs. Fishman.
Oh, it's my Friday night group. I've got a telephone session with them.
Go on, honey. I'll get up myself.
He's coming, folks. Hello? Yes, it is. No, my husband just called. Yes,
Who's on the phone?
Dr. Dudley's servant.
Oh, my God, what is that?
It's all right. I do this all the time. It takes the pressure off my back.
Where's Ernie?
Oh, he's in there. He's got a conference with his Friday night group.
In the kitchen?
Oh, no, on the telephone.
Oh!
You're back again?
No, little shirt pins on the floor.
She must be such fun to live with.
Happened up there. Is Charlie all right?
Oh, Charlie's asleep. Ken wanted to hide the gun in the closet away from Charlie so he wouldn't find it. He tripped on the slippers. The gun went off next to his head. He can't hear a thing in both ears.
Ken or Charlie?
Ken, Charlie's out from the Valium.
They hung up. I took a message.
You couldn't tell me that while I was up on the balcony? What'd they say?
They said Dr. Dudley already called this number and he doesn't want to be called out of the theater again.
I am getting another doctor. I am not going to put my life in the hands of some drama critic from Mount Sinai. Hello, this is Leonard Gantz. Again, Dr. Dudley did not call this number. Have him call it. It's important.
What did Ken want Chris upstairs for?
Oh, he wanted her to call his doctor because Ken wouldn't be able to hear what the doctor was saying on the telephone. I've got to get back upstairs.
Wait a minute. You mean she told the doctor about the gunshot? She'll have to explain about Charlie.
Oh, no. She was going to say Ken was outside and the manhole cover blew up next to him.
That's a good idea.
But the service said that the doctor was still at the theater. There must be some kind of flu going around on Broadway. Oh, Jesus. Always wait till you get to the top of the stairs. Will you answer that?
Oh, why? This is too hard to follow. I need a bookmark in my head. Hello? Oh, Dr. Dudley, thank you for calling back. Do you want to speak to him?
No, I'm taking a stress test.
You know, if Ernie can't figure out something's wrong here, I'm not going back to his group anymore.
Hello, Dr. Dudley. Thanks for calling back. Well, about 20 minutes, some idiot nails me in my BMW. I got a case of whiplash here. What? Charlie Brock? No, I wasn't calling about Charlie. Why? Jesus, Dr. Dudley is Charlie's doctor, too. Oh, no, Charlie's resting now. He's much better. What? Chris? Chris Gorman? You know Ken and Chris Gorman? Well, yes, I think she did call. He's Ken's doctor, too.
Maybe he has a franchise.
Would you make yourself busy? Put on some music or something. I'm sorry, Dr. Dudley, what? Oh, a cold compress. That's a good idea. Would you hold for just a minute? I'll get Chris for you. Which one of these numbers rings up in Charlie's room?
Why? Who's gonna hear it up there?
Jesus, you are a pain in the ass. I better run up and get Chris. Hello, Dr. Dudley? What? Yes, my wife has a pain too. No, it's no bother. Would you hold? I'll get Chris for you. We owe this guy a gift. Let's give him Cookie as a patient. Would you see where it is with my spritzer?
I thought I heard Lenny in here. I have a spritzer.
I'll take it for him. How's Cookie?
Not well. I gave her some aspirins for her back, but she dropped them in the sauce.
Good, then we'll all get rid of our headaches.
Did Lenny say what that sound was?
The gunshot?
It was a gunshot.
No, I was referring to the sound you thought was a gunshot.
Well, it wasn't a balloon. I know that.
No, it was a can of shaving cream. It exploded.
Shaving cream exploded.
It's all right. It washes off.
Incredible.
Ernie, I need you to put out some garbage bags.
But I'm not finished with my Friday night group yet.
They're fighting with each other. I put them on hold.
That's all right, Ken. These things don't last long.
Do you think this will last long?
Why don't you go lay down in the guest room? Maybe you'll feel better.
Maybe if I go lie down in the guest room for a while.
Right.
So what did the doctor say to Chris?
He referred her to another doctor. He's not feeling well himself. My neck is killing me. Where's my spritzer?
Is your sister here?
No, my spritzer! Come on, I'll heat up that towel again for you, Ken.
Don't tell your sister about Charlie. Not till we hear the whole story.
I have a problem, Claire. Can you help me? Ernie went out the kitchen door to put some garbage out, and the door locked, and my hands are all full of grease. Would you go let him back in?
Of course, we would all miss him terribly.
I purposely went around so you wouldn't have to go to the door.
Oh, hi. Where's Claire? She's out in the kitchen letting Ernie in.
Oh, okay.
There you are. Cookie, the water's boiling over on the pasta.
What, did you turn it down?
No, I don't watch your show.
Oh, I'll do it. Ernie, give me some more ice. I'm melting.
I'm beginning to feel like one of my patients.
Well, everything is just fine.
All right there in the kitchen.
Oh my God, I'd smoke a Havana cigar if I had one.
I'm getting hives under my arms.
Oh, did you hear about Ken? He's deaf.
He's better off. He's out of this thing now.
Why are we protecting Charlie this way? Ken is deaf. Lenny can't turn his neck. Cookie's walking like a giraffe. I'm getting a blood condition. For what? One more gunshot, the whole world will know anyway.
The whole world isn't interested. Paraguay and Bolivia don't give a rat's ass.
There's another concert coming up the driveway. Who else was invited?
Harry and Joan, but they canceled. They went to Venezuela. But they said they'd call tonight.
From Venezuela?
Please, maybe they will hear about this in Bolivia.
So, who's coming up the drive?
Maybe it's Myra. Maybe she's come back.
No, Myra drives a Porsche. This is an Audi.
Ask Ken, he might know.
Ken is reading lips now. I don't think he'd pick up on Audi. Jesus Christ, what was that?
Cookie just blew up the microwave. What else?
Chris, go into the kitchen, see what's happening. Claire, go to the window, see who's coming up the driveway. I'm gonna go check on Charlie and Ken. Jesus, I feel like I'm at the damn Alamo.
Oh, son of a gun! Oh, fuckerini!
What happened?
Cookie dropped her ice bag and slipped against the stove. The hot plate was about to fall her, so I lifted it up, and I dropped it on the table, and it broke the water pitcher and glass, shattered all over her arm, and she's bleeding like hell. I put a dish rag on her wrist, and I propped her up against the cabinet. Now I need some bandages for her arms, some ointment for my fingers. Oh, I never saw anything happen so fast.
I can't believe he was in pain. I can't believe he was in pain and said all that without missing a word.
That's a better than just waiting, just standing there.
I was hoping there was some more to the story.
Claire, I'm sorry. Did you ask for a drink?
Oh, look, you have other things to think about.
Right.
Do you know what this night is beginning to remind me of? Platoon.
I don't even want to know who's at the door. Why don't you go see?
Oh, like it's going to be good news, right? It's Glenn and Cassie.
Glenn and Cassie Cooper together?
That's how they're walking.
Gee, Slimer, they were having trouble.
Not walking.
You know, Glenn is running for the state senate in Poughkeepsie.
So?
Well, that's all he needs is to walk in here and be part of a hushed-up suicide attempt. He can kiss his career goodbye.
Well, maybe Glenn will figure all this out before he rings the doorbell. Well, it's going to be a tough campaign.
Listen, I have to go to the bathroom. You get the door and I'll
Wait
be right
a
out.
minute. I've been gone since I got here.
Oh, yes, you did in my lease room.
Well, that doesn't count. Nobody was at the door then.
Well, the hell with it. Somebody else will get the door. Come on.
Isn't somebody going to answer the door? Chris, Claire.
Are you talking to me?
No, kid. Put the towels back on your ears. Chris, Claire. Oh, screw it. I'm beginning to feel like my car.
Lenny, have you got those bandages? Isn't somebody gonna get the door? Ah, those kids are up to something. I just know it. Hello?
Good evening.
I don't know where everybody is.
You mean first?
No, they're all here. They're just spread out a little.
Could I have a drink, please? A double scotch straight up.
Perrier with lime, no ice.
Sure, fine. I don't believe we've met. I'm Ernie Cusack.
Hello, Ernie.
Ah! Sorry about the hand. A little accident in the kitchen.
Sorry to hear it.
Hey, I'd like to stay in chat, but my wife's bleeding in the kitchen.
Your wife?
Yeah, Cookie, water pitcher broke, cut her arm. I burned my fingers.
That's a shame.
Oh, nothing to worry about. Listen, dinner's coming right along. Nice meeting you both.
I wonder why they're not using the Chinese girl.
Do I look all right?
Yes, fine.
I feel so frumpy.
God, no, you look beautiful.
My hair isn't right, is it? I saw you looking at it in the car.
No, I wasn't.
Well, what were you looking at then?
The road, I suppose.
I can always tell when you hate what I'm wearing.
I love that dress. I always have.
This is the first time I've worn it.
I've always admired your taste, is what I meant.
It is so hard to please you sometimes.
What did I say?
It's what you don't say that really drives me crazy.
What I don't say? How can it drive you crazy if I don't say it?
I don't know. It's the looks that you give me.
I wasn't giving you any looks.
You look at me all the time.
Because you're always asking me to look.
It would be nice if I didn't have to ask, wouldn't it?
It would be nice if you didn't need me to look, which would make it unnecessary to ask.
I can't ever get any support out of you, Glenn. You got all the time in the world for everything and everybody else, but I gotta draw blood to get your attention when I walk into a room.
We walked in the room together. It was already done. Now, Cassie, please don't start. We're 45 minutes late as it is, and I don't want to ruin this night for Charlie and Myra.
We're 45 minutes late because you scowled at every dress I tried on.
I didn't scowl, I smiled. You always think my scowl looks like a grin. You think my grin looks like a frown. My frown looks like a yawn.
Don't sneer at me.
It wasn't a sneer, it was a peeve.
God, this conversation is so banal. I can't believe any of the things we're saying. We sound like some fucking TV couple.
Oh, now we're going to get into language, right?
Oh, no, Mr. Perfect, I will not get into any language. I don't want to risk a scowl, a frown, a yawn, a peeve, or a sneer. God forbid I should show a human imperfection. I'd wake up with the divorce papers in my hand.
What is this thing lately with divorce? Where does that come from? I don't look at you sometimes because I'm afraid you're thinking you don't like the way I'm looking at you.
I don't know what you want from me, Glenn. I really don't.
I don't want anything from you. I mean, I would like it to be the way we were before we got to be the way we are.
God, you suffocate me sometimes. I want to go home.
Go home? We just got here. We haven't even seen anyone yet.
I don't know how I'm going to get through this night. They all know what's going on. They're your friends, Jesus, and you expect me to behave like nothing's happening?
Nothing is happening. What are you talking about?
Don't you lie to me. The whole damn city knows about you and your cheap little chippy bimbo.
Will you keep it down? Nothing is going on. Now, you're blowing this up out of all proportions. What? I hardly know the woman. She's on the Democratic Fundraising Committee. I met her and her husband at 2 cocktail parties, for God's sakes.
2 cocktail parties, huh?
Yes, 2 cocktail parties.
You think I'm stupid?
No.
You think I'm blind?
No.
You think I don't know what's going on?
Yes, because you don't.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Glenn. Are you listening?
Don't you see my ears perking up?
I have known all about you and Carol Newman for a year now.
Amazing. Since I only met her 4 months ago, now I'm asking you to please lower your voice. That butler must be listening to everything.
You think I care about a butler and a bleeding cook? My friends know about your bimbo. What do I care about domestic help?
I don't know what's gotten into you, Cassie. Do my political ambitions bother you? Are you threatened somehow because I'm running for the Senate?
State Senate. State Senate. Don't make it sound like we're going to Washington. We are going to Albany, 23 degrees below zero in the middle of winter, Albany. You're not Times Man of the Year yet. You understand, kiddo?
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
And what was that?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Mr. State Senator. I'm not the only one who knows what's going on. People are talking, kiddo. Trust me.
Well, what do you mean? You haven't said anything to anyone, have you?
Oh, is that what you're worried about? Your reputation? Your career? Your place in American history? You want to know what your place in American history will be? A commemorative stamp of you and the bimbo in a motel together.
You are so hyper tonight, Cassie, you're out of control. You've been rubbing your quartz crystal again, haven't you? I told you to throw those damn crystals away. They're dangerous. They're like petrified cocaine. Don't take it out. Don't rub your crystal at the party. It makes you crazy. Put it away. Don't let my friends see what you're doing.
Fine, don't let my friends see what you're doing.
Glenn, Cassie, I thought it was you. How you doing?
I'm feeling better, thanks.
Not you, Ken. It's Glenn and Cassie.
We're fine. Just great. Hi, Lynn. Cassie, it's Lynn. Cassie.
Leonard?
Did it suddenly freeze up out there?
Freeze up.
Yeah, isn't that an icicle Cassie's holding there?
No, that's a quartz crystal.
Oh. Where's Chris and Claire?
Did somebody come in?
Yes, Glenn and Cassie, I told you! It's Ken, ears are stuffed up, bad cold. Who let you in?
The butler.
The butler? The butler's here?
Yes, he's getting his drinks.
Is he alone?
No, the cook's with him.
My Lee? God, what a relief they came back. We didn't have any help here for a while.
Really? Where's Charlie and Myra?
Charlie and Myra? They're in the room, I guess.
My towel fell off. Lenny!
I'll get you another towel. I gotta get some bandages first. Excuse me, kids. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some bandages. Charlie, Myra, mind if I come in? Sure, come on in.
Lenny! Lenny, where'd you go? Lenny!
Ken? Is that you? Hi, it's Glenn and Cassie.
Lenny, is that you? Who's that? Glenn? Is that Glenn?
Yes, and Cassie, I hear you have a cold.
You think I look old? Well, I haven't been sleeping well lately. Hi, Cassie. Do the others know you're here?
Yes, we just saw Lenny.
Have you seen Lenny?
Yes, he went into Charlie's room.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. A manhole cover just blew up next to my ears.
Oh, that's terrible.
I said a manhole cover just blew up next to my ears.
Yes, I hear you.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Anyone getting you drinks?
Yes, the butler.
Sorry, there's no help here. They're in the Orient somewhere.
I think he's gone dotty.
Yes, a hot toddy would be nice. I'm going to see if Lenny's in Charlie's room. We're all coming down soon. Myra, mind if I come in? Sure, come on in.
I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
To rinse off my crystal. I suppose you'd like to make a quick phone call while I'm gone, huh? Anyone in there? Who is it? It's Cassie. Who's that? It's Chris. Just a minute, Cass.
Oh, hi, Cass. I didn't hear you ring a bell. I would have answered the door. Oh, hi, Lynn.
Hi. Listen, is anything going on here?
I don't know. Who have you seen?
Well, Lenny and Ken for just a second, and the butler and my Lee.
You saw Miley and the butler? My God, I must have been in there for a long time.
Are you through in the bathroom?
Me? Yes, sure.
You left the door locked.
Who is it?
Cassie, who's that?
Oh, it's Claire. Just a minute, Cass. Hi, Cassie. My friend. Oh, those are beautiful. Where are the boys?
Well, Lenny and Ken are up with Charlie and Myra. Myra sounded very excited.
You spoke to Myra?
Well, no, but I heard her talk to Ken and Lynn.
Oh, I'd love to have a coffee with that conversation.
Is anyone else in the bathroom? Because I have to go.
Miley and the butler are here.
You're kidding. Where's Cookie and Ernie?
Well, I just met Ernie. Isn't he the butler?
Oh, no. Okay, we got that one straightened out.
Then they're just back from the Orient.
Oh, I imagine so. You are so well informed.
Why is everyone up in Charlie's room?
Oh, there was something on TV they all wanted to watch.
Right. Very good.
Well, this is starting to look like a party.
What were you all watching up there?
Up where?
On TV.
The thing you went up to watch with Ken and Charlie and Myra.
Oh, that thing, that special, that PBS special on what's his name?
Hitler.
Right, the special on Hitler.
On their 10th special on Hitler?
Oh, it's a whole new slant on him. Hitler is a boy.
Dinner's coming along. Double scotch, straight
Oh,
up.
thanks.
Lenny, have you got those bandages?
Oh, yes, I have. I left them on Hitler. I mean, the television. I'll be right back.
Listen, I'm sorry. I mistook you for the butler.
Well, I kind of thought you did. No, I'm an analyst.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. Well, I'm Glenn. How's your wife doing?
Well, the spaghetti's boiling, but the duck's still frozen.
No, I'm in her arm.
Oh, she's fine. She's a real trooper, but her fingers are cramping up a little bit.
Well, maybe she ought to see a doctor. Charlie and I have one 10 minutes from here, Dr. Dudley.
Oh. We called him, he's busy.
You call about Cookie's arm?
No, about Lenny's neck.
Lenny's neck.
And when he called back, we told him about Ken's ears.
From a can of shaving cream exploding. Isn't that incredible?
I thought it was a manhole cover.
It was. But the pressure from the manhole cover made the shaving cream can explode.
I didn't hear that one.
I got him.
There certainly is some excitement around here.
You'll never guess who Glenn's doctor is.
You're kidding. I wish I did his taxes.
Wait a minute. You're Glenn Cooper from Poughkeepsie. You're running for the state senate.
That's right.
I have a good friend who knows you very well.
Really? Who's that?
Harold Green.
Harold Green?
Sure, I know Harold Green. We went to the University of Pennsylvania together. I haven't seen him in years. What's he doing now?
Oh, he's some new proxy social member. Doesn't even play tennis. Just eats lunches and spreads rumors.
Oh, that's your club?
Ernie, Cookie's waiting in the emergency room.
Oh, right. Well, there's your wife's Perrier. Nice meeting you, Glenn. Thought I was the butler.
Somebody please give me a drink.
How's your ears, Ken?
A beer would be nice, thanks.
Maybe Charlie has some eardrops. Did you see any in the medicine cabinet when you were getting the bandages?
No, I didn't see any.
Boggled.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I looked. I forgot I looked. There weren't any.
Is there a cat in here? I just heard a cat meow. There it goes again.
That's the phone, Ken.
Why would he want a bone? It's a cat, not a dog.
I'll get it.
We're hungry too, pussy. We haven't eaten either.
Hello? What? Oh, I'm sorry, operator. We have a bad connection. What? Oh, yes. Hey, it's Harry and Joan from Venezuela. They're calling Charlie and Myra.
This is going to be good.
Joan, that's Cassie's cousin. Wait, I'll get Cassie. I'm sure she'll want to speak to her.
Hello, Joni. How are you? Hi, it's Lenny. Oh, yeah, we're all here. We're having a great time.
Cassie?
Charlie and Myra? Why, of course they're here. What did you think? Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, hold on just a moment. Would you speak to her?
On me, they're calling Charlie and Myra.
Will you speak to her?
Cassie, it's your cousin Joan from Venezuela.
Hello, Joan. No, it's Claire. Yes, it's a terrific party. Myra? Oh, she looks beautiful. She's wearing a red kimono. Miley's mother sent it to her. You want to talk to her? Just wait a minute. Just hold on. I'll get her. Oh, here, speak to her.
Don't give me the phone. I'll drive your kids to school for a year.
Done my part. I'm not the Red Cross.
Cassie, it's Joan and Harry. Don't you want to speak to them?
Hello, Joni. Hi, sweetheart. How's Venezuela? No, it's Chris. Oh, you sent a gift? A crystal vase from Steuben's? Gee, I think it's broken. Wait, I'll let Myra tell you about it.
Cassie, are you
Who
all
didn't
right?
speak to her yet?
Ken didn't speak to her.
Ken, do you want to speak to Joan? What? Do you want to speak to Joan?
Sure. I'd love to go home.
Joan, we have a bad connection. I think I'm losing you.
Cassie, will you hurry up? We're losing the connection. Come on now, will you?
Get in, everyone.
Who did that? Who banged on that door?
I did it. Your cousin Joan on the phone from Venezuela.
You scared the life out of me. I dropped my crystal down the toilet. A 2 million-year-old crystal.
I can't stand this. Here, I can't hear anyway. What difference
Don't
does it
listen,
make?
are you idiot? Go get my crystal.
Hey, just cool it, Cassie, okay?
Hello? Hello?
I'm gonna get Charlie.
Oh, wait, I'll get it. Charlie, Myra, Charlie. Oh, shit.
Crystal, it's like killing your own dog.
Oh, fuck that dog.
Oh,
scraping the plate.
My what?
Your fork scraping your plate.
Oh, you're fading out again, Glenn.
It wasn't me, Ken. It was Chris.
I can make out voices now, just a little here and there.
Think I could have another cigarette?
No, no cigarettes.
I still can't get over it. I find the entire story so hard to believe.
He finds the entire story so hard to believe because we acted our asses off to keep the truth from you.
Myra is gone.
Right.
The servants are gone.
Right.
Charlie shoots himself in the earlobe.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Right!
Why didn't I see it? People running up and down the stairs. Nobody getting the door in cans of shaving cream exploding. I'm on staff of Bellevue Hospital. How could I believe such a story? And you never let on.
Listen, I was so desperate for a smoke, I went up to Charlie's bathroom and tried to light up a Q-tip.
Don't you have any self-control?
Of course, I only smoked half. But something's wrong with Ken.
Oh, maybe he's still hungry. You want seconds, Kenny?
No, wait a minute, everybody. Wait a minute. What is it, Ken?
I'm sorry, but I can't stand it anymore. The pressure is killing me. I'm sorry, but I have to tell them. Myra isn't here. The servants aren't here. Charlie is upstairs, and he shot himself through the left earlobe. Maybe it was attempted suicide, maybe it wasn't. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just glad it's over with.
It's all right, Ken. We know. Lenny told us.
What, you know?
Yes.
Who told you?
Lenny told us.
Glenn told you.
No, Lenny told us!
I wish he were deaf again.
Is that true, Lenny? Did you tell them?
Why don't you just finish eating your dinner and leave us alone?
Oh, calm down, Lenny's been under a big strain.
And I haven't? I've been acting my head off that Myra was here. I even had a conversation with her up there. I even did her voice in case somebody was listening.
Was that you? You could have fooled me.
I did.
Oh. That's right, you did.
So you really weren't watching Hitler on PBS?
No, we stopped everything to watch the rise and fall of Adolf Hitler. I don't believe you people.
Sounded so real, I believed it.
What about you, Mrs. Cooper? What's her name?
Cassie.
What about you, Cassie? Have you noticed anything strange going on lately?
Yes, for about 6 months now.
What do you mean by that? What does she mean by that?
You have to forgive her. She's still very upset about losing her crystal.
We can call a plumber. They get everything out. Wedding rings, car keys. Why, I had an aunt that lost her dentures down the toilet and they got them out.
And she wore them?
Well, obviously you cleaned them.
Huh, they could be blessed by the Pope. I wouldn't put them in my mouth again.
Unless you're into crystals, you wouldn't understand. Apparently they have very special properties. You have to wash them in clear spring water. You keep them in direct sunlight. Cassie scrubs hers every night with a soft, wet toothbrush. You never dry them in a towel. You pat them in a sort of leathery cloth. They really are very delicate.
Have you got them enrolled in a good school yet?
Oh, come on now, Claire. If crystals give them a sense of comfort and pleasure, what's wrong with it?
You don't have to defend me, Ernie. Crystals will be here millions of years after this planet is gone.
If the planet goes, don't the crystals go with it?
Lenny, don't.
Listen, I don't know if this would help her or not, but there's a big crystal chandelier in the dining room. You think I should mention it to her?
Thanks, Chris, but I don't think so. Best leave her alone now.
I'm not dead, you know. I can still hear. Maybe Ken can't, but I can.
Well, I can unscrew the toilet myself. I've done it lots of times before.
I don't think this is the time or place to be repairing toilet sugar.
Yes, perhaps another time, another place.
Bleeding arm and all, Cookie, that was one hell of a meal. My hat is off to you.
You're here.
Bravissima!
Oregano.
Doesn't anybody get...
What is it again? Doesn't anybody what?
Doesn't anybody want to go upstairs and see if Charlie is still alive? It's been awfully quiet up there, hasn't it?
How would you know?
What?
My God. My God, you're right. He's right. We've all been so busy eating and explaining to one another, We forgot all about Charlie.
Yes, yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
All right, I'll go up there and settle this right now.
Wait. You know, we're all in a precarious situation here. Not only Charlie, but a lot of people's future depend on how we deal with this issue.
Meaning you.
Well, no. Cassie and I were the last to arrive. We just heard about it. We're hardly involved.
Well, Ernie and I were cooking the whole time. Nobody told us. Sorry.
And I wanted to call the police, but Ken wouldn't let me call the police. Didn't I want to call the police, Claire?
Lenny wanted to call the police.
So what are you saying, that this is Ken's responsibility? He should take the rap for all this?
Nobody's saying
No.
I wasn't
for
accusing
crying
anyone
out
of
loud.
anything.
Look, what we're saying is, if it comes right down to it, he's the most logical, that's all.
I can't believe you people. Ken almost went deaf trying to protect Charlie and everyone else here. I expected a little bit more from his friends. My God, what a bunch of wimps. Have you heard any of this, Ken?
Well, answer, Glenn, have you?
Oh, no. Oh, God.
What's the matter?
My earrings, my good earrings. I've lost my grandmother's earrings.
Where did you lose them?
Here, right here.
We'll find them, honey.
What do they look like?
Old, very old, with pearls and a little cameo. Oh. They were my grandmother's earrings. I'm just sick about this. Oh, God.
What?
They were in my hand. I forgot I had them. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, everybody. What were we saying?
Glenn, I'm a little bit worried about your wife. Do you think she's going to be all right?
Oh, she's just fine. She's just in there trying to figure some way to get back at me. She'll come up with something. Yeah, she's got one.
Please forgive me, everyone. I know I behaved badly tonight.
Oh, don't give us
No.
No,
don't
I
worry
really
about it.
did, and I apologize. I've had a rough day today, and I'm just not here tonight.
Oh, that's okay. Neither are Charlie and Myra.
That's funny, Len. That's truly funny. I can never think of anything funny to say. How do you do that?
I don't know. I guess I just... would you like a glass of wine?
Why? Do I look like I need one?
Who's she trying to get back at, Glenn? You or me?
All right, Cassie, cut it out.
Why, what do you mean, sweetheart?
You know what I mean. Push your hair back up and sit on a chair.
Do you know what he's talking about, Len?
Excuse me, I'm going up to get Charlie's gun.
Now, Cassie, we're all friends here. Why don't you and I just go out on the terrace and have a nice little talk?
You do, and you'll have a back worse than mine.
Oh, my goodness, I see what you're all thinking. This is really incredible because the exact same thing happened last week to Glenn and me at a cocktail party for the Democratic Fundraising Committee. There was the nicest woman there, very attractive, very refined, very sweet. And because sometimes I can feel so silly and so insecure, I thought she was coming on to Glenn. They got up to dance, and they were just as close as freshly laid wallpaper.
All right, Cassie, I think we're going.
Oh, excuse me. I must have eaten too quickly.
That was the intercom, Ken, not you.
I'll get it. Hello? Charlie, how are you? Hey, everybody, it's Charlie.
Molly? Who's Molly?
Charlie, not Molly.
Look, Charlie, yeah, everybody is here. Lynn, Glenn, Ken, Ernie, Claire, Cassie, Chris, and Cookie.
Isn't that odd how all the women's names begin with a C?
That's right.
Well, except Myra.
Her middle name is Clara.
And all the men's names are the same. Lynn, Glenn, Ken.
Right.
Except for Ernie and Charlie.
Well, Charlie begins with a C.
This isn't anagrams, for Pete's sakes. Let him talk on the phone.
Oh, yes, Charlie. Oh, of course. That's perfectly understandable. Look, you do what you have to do. We'll be here. He needs more time to think.
More time to drink? He shouldn't drink with Valium.
Think, not think.
Oh, God! Jeez! Oh, my God! My ears popped. They just opened up. My God, it sounds like a subway in here.
This is remarkable, but I'm having the first headache I've ever had in my life.
I just remembered something.
What?
Ernie's last name is Cusack. It begins with a C.
husband's last name?
I can hear my own pulse. It's slightly up and not too bad.
Can I take it for you, Ken? I'm really good at things like that.
I'm warning you, Cassie, you're going to end up in the same place where your crystal is.
Don't threaten me, sweetheart. I'll start naming names.
That's it. That's it. I've got to stay, but I'm putting you in a taxi.
Never mind. I don't want.
What? 22 miles? Cassie, wait for me. Will you wait?
I feel badly for her, especially because one day she'll grow old and die.
I just thought of something else. Glenn went to Penn.
Oh, sit on it, will you, honey?
You know, if I had you all in my group, I would never need another group again.
Quiet, everybody. I can hear them talking.
Hear who?
Glenn and Cassie, they're in the driveway. I swear, I can hear them talking.
The man is a German Shepherd.
I don't believe it's your business to listen, Ken.
If he can hear through walls, it's his business.
She's talking about a woman. She's very upset.
I'll say, she just kicked the side of a car. Who owns the BMW?
Oh, shit. And it's a good side, too, I'll bet.
I just thought of something.
Oh, I know what she's going to say. Glenn, and Ken are all men.
No. It's Glenn Cooper. Glenn is the one Myra's having the affair with.
You think so?
Figure it out. Myra's been working very hard on Glenn's campaign, 2-3 nights a week, late nights.
Of course. Charlie's not dumb. He puts two and two together, confronts Myra with it. She confesses. Charlie kicks her out of the house, tells the servants to go home, and tries to blow his brains out.
You don't know that. That's an assumption on your part. That's a very, very dangerous statement to make. Don't you agree with me, Len?
No,
Why not?
because I don't feel like it.
Well, I think it's time to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to go ask Charlie and find out what's what.
Now, wait a minute. Hold it. As far as Charlie's concerned, only Chris and I know about Charlie shooting himself. Am I right?
Right, he never said a word to me the whole time. He kept his ear covered up with a pillow.
So what you're saying is Charlie doesn't know we know anything.
Well, he's got to know none of them have seen Myra and that the servants aren't here.
Exactly, but he doesn't know the rest of you know about the gunshot.
Slower. Go slower. Talk like we're children.
My point is, I told him we wouldn't tell anybody.
And then you went ahead and told everybody.
No. I told only you and Lenny. Lenny told everybody.
But you were deaf then. You couldn't hear me telling everybody.
And then you told everybody after Lenny told everybody.
Oh, go fast again. It doesn't make any difference.
What I'm trying to say is, as long as Charlie doesn't know the rest of you know about the gunshot, there's no reason...
Well, why tell him now? I see your point. We've got to keep up the subterfuge. If any of us confront Charlie with all of us knowing about the gunshot, well, he could go to pieces. So until he decides to tell us the whole story himself, we've got to pretend we don't know anything.
I should be the one who goes up. I tell him that everyone's here, and then he asks me, well, does everyone know what's happening?
You say no.
I say no, and then he says, well, if I'm not down there, and Myra's not down there, and the help's not down there, what did you tell them?
Oh, something's wrong with Cassie.
What?
Whoops, what? Did she throw up in the car?
She hit Glenn. His nose is bleeding.
Ooh, tell me when he hits her back. I'd love to watch that.
Please be quiet. I can't hear myself think. What was I saying?
You said I should be the one who goes up. I told Charlie everyone's here, and Charlie asked me, does everyone know what's happened? Ernie said, you say no, you say I say no, then Charlie said, well, if I'm not down there and Myra's not down there...
All right.
Hold it, everybody. I got it. Here's what we tell them. Charlie's going to want to know what Ken told us. So, Ken tells Charlie that he told us that Charlie had a large benign wart removed from his ear this morning. But he's okay. Then suddenly, Myra's mother broke her hip, and she had to take her to the hospital, and she's going to stay the night. Well, the help, thinking the party was called off, left the food, and all went home. It happened so fast, they forgot to call us. Well, we all got here. We understood and decided to cook the dinner ourselves. That's the story.
I wouldn't believe the mother breaking her hip.
But why not?
She died 6 years ago.
Well, then her father broke his hip.
Now, her father lives in California.
Does she have any relatives in the city?
She has a cousin, Florence.
Well, then Florence broke her hip.
Florence is married. Why didn't her husband take her?
Then Myra broke her hip. The neighbors took her.
Well, if he only had a wart removed from his ear, why didn't Charlie take her?
Can't you think of something else?
I did. I thought of the mother, the father, the cousin, the wart, and the hip. Nothing satisfies you people.
There's no logic to it. Nothing in that story is plausible.
We don't need plausible. The man is in shock. mental anguish and emotional despair. Logic doesn't mean shit to him right now. Please excuse my language. It's a telephone.
Don't you think we know it's a telephone? We all have telephones, Ernie. We're all wealthy people here.
Hello? No, I'm sorry, he's not. May I ask who's calling, please? Hold on. It's a woman for Glenn.
So?
Well, it sounds like Myra.
Oh, fuck-a-doodle-doo.
Should I go get him?
No, wait a minute. Hello, I'm sorry. He's not here right now. He's outside. Could I ask again who's calling, please? Okay, hold on. I can't tell. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Oh, what did she say when you asked who's calling?
She said just a friend.
How does she say it?
She said just a friend. How many ways are there to say it?
I'll tell you how many ways. Nervous, sincere, phony, drunk.
Scared, guilty, lying.
Offhanded, perplexed, deceived.
Ominous, anonymous.
This isn't Scrabble, for God's sake!
Let me speak to her.
She didn't ask for you.
She didn't ask for you either. I know Myra's voice. Give me that phone. Hello? No, this is Glenn's friend Lynn. Ken went to get Glenn. Say, do I know you? You sound awfully familiar. Oh, I see. Will you hold for just a moment? I don't think it's her.
Well, who does it sound like?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep? Why would Meryl Streep call here?
I didn't say it was Meryl Streep, but you know how she sounds in the movies? Like she always does the part perfectly, but it's not really her? That's how she sounds.
Like she's not Meryl Streep?
Now we're playing Trivial Pursuit. This is not a game show. Ken, will you please go get Glenn? Hello, someone went to get... Hello? Hello? Well, she hung up. She must have gotten suspicious.
Quiet, everybody. I hear something.
Oh, I bet it's a Concorde landing in London.
It's a car coming up the
Maybe
driveway.
it's Myra.
Maybe it's Harry and Joan from Venezuela.
We got trouble. Oh, God, have we got trouble?
What is it?
Oh, it's the police. It's a police car.
Okay, didn't I warn you? Didn't I say we should have called the police? Now look what's happened. The police came.
Who could have called the police?
Maybe Myra called them.
Maybe it was Charlie.
Maybe it was Cassie. You were fighting with her in the car. Did she use my phone?
Not to call. She hit me with it.
She broke my new phone? My new phone and my new car?
Now, will everybody just calm down? We've got to figure out what to say when they come in here.
They're trying to talk to Cassie, but she won't roll down the window.
They're gonna bust the windows in my new car. I'm gonna take it home in an envelope.
Why did you leave her alone out there in the car? She's in no condition to answer police questions.
She's in good enough condition to smash my nose. Oh, shit. I got blood on my shirt.
And you're running for state senate? I wouldn't let you run for Chinese food.
What is wrong with you people? I have a 6-year-old child at home who behaves better than we do.
Fine. Bring him here and let him talk to the police.
Take it easy, Lynn. She's been doing her share. She's the one who called Dr. Dudley.
Everybody's called Dr. Dudley. He's in the yellow pages in China.
Maybe Dudley called the police.
It's the phone again.
He got it right twice in a row. This genius is going to save our lives.
Hello? Yes, he is. Hold on. Glenn, it's for you. It's that same woman again.
What same woman?
Oh, she wouldn't say. Maybe it was Myra, maybe it was Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, you know how she sounds in the movies. Like she always is the character perfectly, but it's not really her. That's how this person sounds.
There are 2 policemen coming up here, and she's giving us a resume of the party.
They're walking over here.
Hello?
They're on their way over.
Oh, hi, how are you? No, it's not a cold, it's a telephone.
Now listen, the thing we can't do is to let them see Charlie. We can't let him downstairs or them upstairs.
I tried talking to Cassie, but she's very upset.
Above all, no false statements. We must keep within the law. This above all.
Yea, unto thine own self be true. Where are the hearts of better men? Are you freaking crazy? They're outside the door.
can't get her out of the car.
What about the gunshots? They're going to ask about the gunshots.
All right, I'll call you back in 15 minutes. Are you at the 914 number?
Kill him! Choke him! Somebody choke him with the telephone wires!
Listen, I'm very serious, but I'm not going to be able to hold my bladder.
I got it. Here's what we tell them. We tell them we never even heard the gunshots.
You mean lie to them?
Whatever happened to this above all?
Well, it won't work tonight. Maybe some other time.
If you let me go to the bathroom, I promise I'll come back.
I know you're a good friend, and I thank you for all of your wonderful support.
Leave him! Let's run for our lives and leave that schmuck for the cops!
I can't talk anymore. I'll call you back later.
I will. Goodbye. All right, what's going on here?
Well, about 6 weeks ago, we got this invitation to this
Stop
party.
it, Lenny. Stop it. Come on, think, everybody. Think. Why didn't we hear the gunshot?
Oh, I got it. We're all deaf people, and we meet once a week, and that's why we didn't hear the doorbell.
Now you know why they call her Cookie.
I got it. We were listening to the Hitler program. The cannons were bombing Berlin. We couldn't hear anything else.
There was no Hitler program! We made the damn thing up to fool this asshole!
I've heard just about enough from you, Liddy.
We've got to let them in.
All right. Claire, answer the door.
I'm in charge of the music.
The music, that's it.
What is?
The music was on. We were all dancing. We couldn't hear the gunshots. Claire, put on the music.
Wait a minute, don't put the music on yet. There's one last thing to do.
What?
Somebody has to be Charlie just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case the police want to speak to Charlie.
Ken is right. Charlie's in no condition to tell them the real story.
Of course not! Because nobody has heard the real story!
Exactly. But we have to be sure that whatever story the police hear has to be the one that's not going to get us all in trouble.
I never saw a sinking ship empty so fast.
I agree. Kid is absolutely right. One of you three guys has to be Charlie.
When did you move to France?
Well, let's be honest. I had never even heard the gunshots.
Bang, bang, you bastard!
Isn't it against the law to impersonate another real person?
Oh, yes, it is, dear. But not if you do it well.
Can you believe we actually married these men?
Look, we're talking a major felony here. You want to spend the next 30 years in a maximum security prison wearing a tuxedo?
We're all in this together, Glenn. Here's how you do it. You put out 2 fingers or 1 finger. If 3 guys are the same and 1 is different, that guy is Charlie. Are we ready?
Who made you Don Corleone?
We have a better idea?
Yeah, let the women wrestle for it.
Come on, let's get it over with, for Christ's sake.
All right, here we go. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2 and 2, no good. Try again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All the same again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ha! Lenny!
What do you mean, Lenny?
We all had 2 fingers out. You only had 1.
Bullshit! I had 2. They were stuck together. I got duck grease on my fingers.
No, Lenny, you had 1 finger.
I was 2, I swear to God.
No, Lenny, you had 1 finger, 1 finger. I saw it.
And that man graduated from Johns Hopkins.
Go on upstairs, Liddy, and don't come down unless we call you.
No, I'm anxious to come down as Charlie.
Claire! Claire, put on the music. Put on.
Okay, kids, everybody, get a partner. Come on, let's hurry. Come on, honey.
Dan.
Well, why didn't you ring the bell?
We did 5 times.
5 times? We didn't hear it.
I guess the music was on so loud you couldn't hear anything, right?
Of course, the music.
That's why we didn't hear it.
No wonder we didn't get any phone calls. We wouldn't hear them.
That's what it was, the music.
It was on
So loud.
And now may I ask what the trouble is, officer?
Well, just sort of routine investigation. I'm Officer Welch. This is Officer Putney. Is this your house, sir?
No, I live elsewhere other than here.
As I do live elsewhere. Could you tell us what this is all about, officer?
Yes.
Okay. Take it easy. Calm down. I'm just here to ask a few questions. May I ask who the owner of this house is? We'd be delighted to tell you, officer, but I believe it's customary first for you to inform us as to why these questions are being asked of us. You're a lawyer, aren't you? Yes, I am. As a lawyer, you understand you're under no obligation to answer any of these questions. I was hoping maybe somebody might be cooperative enough to tell me who the owner's name is.
Brock. Charlie Brock.
Well, could you tell me if Mr. Brock is here present?
I don't know. Grace, is Charlie at home?
Charlie, I think he went to walk the dog.
Then he'll be back soon?
I don't think so. It's a dachshund. Takes very small.
He's back. He came back, officer. Well, could I possibly see Mr. Brock for a moment? Well, it's an awkward time. As you can see, we're celebrating a party. Yes, I noticed. What's the occasion? The 10th wedding anniversary of Charlie and Myra Brock. Listen, I wouldn't take long. I just need a minute of his time, all right? Well, unfortunately, he's sleeping. Sleeping during his anniversary party? Well, he was feeling depressed. He took a sleeping pill. Well, could I speak to Mrs. Brock then? Mrs. Brock is not here. She's not? Well, that's why he's feeling depressed. Where is she?
Her father broke his hip and she had to take him to the hospital.
During her anniversary party? Did somebody else have taken him?
Her father lives in California.
Well, it has to do with cousins and warts and hips. It's very complicated.
You, sir. Is there something wrong with your eye?
Yes, I put some drops in tonight and the cap fell off. Most of the bottle went in.
What's your name, sir?
My name?
Yes, sir, your name.
You mean my name?
Is there a problem with giving me your name?
I'm sorry, I just can't see you very well.
You don't have to see to speak. The drops didn't go in your mouth, did they? Officer, I feel you're being unnecessarily abusive to these people. If you're going to continue asking us questions, you'll have to tell us what this is all about. Yes, sir, I will. Can you please tell me who owns the BMW outside?
It's my husband's car.
And what's his name? You don't have to answer that, Claire.
His name is Len. Leonard Gantz.
And where's Mr. Gantz? I object! This ain't a court. I ain't a judge. I don't have a gavel. All I want to do is find out where the man is. Well, you still haven't told us what this is all about, so we're still not telling you where Mr. Gantz is. I believe I always have trouble in this neighborhood. Okay, at approximately 8:15 tonight, 12th and Danbury, a brand new red 1992 Porsche convertible smashed right into a BMW four-door sedan. Now, we know it wasn't the BMW's fault because the Porsche was a stolen car. Yeah, it was stolen right off the lot tonight at about 8:15. The Porsche, or the, let's see, yeah, it was the man, the Porsche was a stolen car, and the man and the Porsche got away. Now, we know it wasn't the BMW's fault, okay? But what we need to find out right here is we've got a problem with the red Porsche convertible. Now, do you know who that red Porsche convertible belonged to?
How would I know?
It belonged to Deputy Mayor Charles M. Brock, purchased today as a gift from his wife Myra, a surprise wedding anniversary present.
Surprise hardly says it.
Uh-huh. So you're here to investigate the car accident? That's right. Now, if Mr. Gantz is here, I'd like to speak to him. And if he's not, the police department would like to know where he is. I see. Do you think you could step outside for 1 minute, officer? Why? Mrs. Gantz is my client. I would like to consult with her before any further questioning. It's within my rights. Okay, 1 minute. That's all. All right. We don't have much time. One of us has to be Lenny.
What are you talking about?
Well, the man doesn't even know about the gunshots. He just wants to ask Lenny about the accident. But Lenny can't be Lenny because we need Lenny to be Charlie in case he wants to ask Charlie about the new car. And we can't let him see Charlie because Charlie has a bullet hole in his left earlobe.
Do you understand him in real life?
We don't actually talk that much.
Glenn, Ernie, come on. We have to choose again.
Oh, leave me alone with this stupid game.
Well, I know it's a stupid game, but we have to do it. We need a Lenny.
Oh, never mind. The girls will do it. Come on, girls. Odd Woman's husband is Lenny.
My husband is Lenny.
No, Lenny, it's Charlie. You're playing for Glenn. Get in the circle.
I don't know how to play this.
Just put out your fingers. We'll do the counting. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, no, no. Your fingers, Cookie. Open your fist.
I don't want to lose my earrings again.
Just put out your fingers, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aha! Oh, damn, it's me. I'm sorry, Ken.
Oh, that's okay. All right, all right. I'm Lenny. Open the door, Ernie.
Well, I'm glad to see you're not all dancing again. Now, where is Mr. Gantz?
He's right here in this room. I am Leonard Gantz.
You are?
Yes?
Why did it take you a whole minute to think of your name?
Never rush your answers. Harvard Law School.
I never trust a man who doesn't know if he's here or not. Police Academy. And who are you, ma'am?
I'm his wife. His wife's best friend. Her, Mrs. Gantz.
Are you here alone?
No, I'm here with my husband, Mr. Gorman.
And where's he?
Must have gone home early.
Not much of a party, is it?
Oh, it's had its ups and downs.
All right, Mr. Gantz, let's hear about that accident, okay? From start to finish.
Do you think you could step outside one more time?
I ain't going nowhere, no place, no time. This is it. This is where I live until I get what I came for, even if I have to move my whole family in. What was that?
1047, Putney over. Check. Got it. Hold it. Red 1992 Porsche convertible located at 5th and Market in Terrytown. Suspect apprehended. They said we can call it a night.
Well, I guess that wraps that little bundle up.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Listen, I'm sorry to disturb you folks here tonight.
Don't think about it.
Mr. Gantz, there'll be some further questioning for you tomorrow at the station, okay? Good night, folks.
Good evening, sir.
I know you. What's your name again?
Glenn Cooper.
Were you ever on TV?
As a matter of fact, yes, I'm running for the state senate.
That's right. I saw you on a PBS special. Hey, how come you were afraid to give me your name earlier?
Well, you know, when you're in politics, you don't want to get mixed up with this sort of thing.
Well, I can understand if if you're involved, but you weren't involved in the accident, were you?
No. My wife and I arrived late. We didn't even hear the gunshots.
What gunshots? I said, what gunshots?
I suppose the ones that were fired when they chased the stolen car.
That was 12 miles away over in Terrytown. What do you have, 20/20 hearing, Mr. Cooper?
1047, Putney over. Right. Check. Will do. Neighbors reported 2 gunshots were heard about 9 p.m. from inside of 1257 Peekskill Road in Sneaton's Landing. They said we had better investigate.
1257 Peekskill Road, eh? Looks like we have a double header here, huh? All right, somebody want to tell me about the gunshots?
I didn't hear the
Oh,
gunshots.
no.
I got here late.
Nobody heard any gunshots, right? I'd like to speak to the woman outside in the BMW. Who is that?
That's my wife, Cassie.
I want to speak to Mrs. Cooper. Bring her in here, will you, Connie?
Connie, with a C.
Looks like you folks had a real nice dinner here tonight. I'd like to speak to the help right now.
There is no help.
Who did the cooking?
I did.
And what's your name?
Cookie.
I
I mean your real name.
That is my real name. I have two sisters named Candy and Taffy. I swear to God.
Is that blood on your shirt, Lynn? Blood? Oh, yes, I cut myself with a fork during dinner. Is that blood on your shirt, Glenn?
Oh, yes. I must have rubbed against lead when we were dancing.
Ken, Glenn, Ben, boy, that's really weird.
No, it's just a coincidence.
I guess so. My name's Ben. Are you all right, Stewart?
Oh, I'm not pressing any charges. My lawyer will handle this.
It was an accident. She dropped the electric cigarette lighter from the car on the leather seat, and I grabbed her jacket to pull her out of the car.
Where'd you get that nasty blow on your nose?
Well, my wife was hanging up the car phone in the dark, and my head was a little bit too low.
My. We got ourselves a lot of cartoon humor here, don't we?
Oh.
You hurting too, man?
Chronic back spasm. I can't sit, stand, or walk.
And I suppose you didn't hear any gunshots either, right?
Oh, no, I was dancing. It's good for my back.
I think I almost got out of here with this one. Mrs. Gorman?
Is that me? Oh, yes, right, Mrs. Gorman.
And what do you do?
Well, mostly I've been helping with the drinks.
I mean your occupation.
Oh, nothing. No, not nothing. I'm a liar. A lawyer. Sorry. And I'm a mother. I have 2 children. No, 1 child, a boy. Sorry. I'm very nervous tonight.
Well, you and everybody else, man. I'm going to say something right now that's not really a part of my official capacity, but I don't believe one damn thing I've heard tonight. I think there were gunshots here tonight. I think that somebody or everybody's trying to cover something up. Man gets hit in the head, another man stabs himself with a fork. BMW gets smashed up outside. A host takes a short-legged dog for a walk and then goes home and goes to sleep. Host takes her father to California with a broken hip. Everybody's so busy dancing that they don't hear 2 gunshots, including a woman named Cookie, who's been cooking all night, who can't sit, stand, or walk. Come on, people. You're going to have to deal with me, all right? I'm a cop. I'm a real cop. I'm not somebody named Elmer that your kid's watching the Disney Channel. Give me some answers now, all right? Real answers, intelligent answers, and answers that don't make me laugh. First of all, I want to talk to Mr. Brock. I want to find out what the hell's going on here, including the possibility of him having 2 bullet holes in him. Listen, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to go and bring him down here, or I'm going to take 2 seconds and go out to look for him. Don't mess with me now. I'm so close to a promotion I can smell it. And I'm not going to screw it up with this case. Now, either I start counting or I start marching up the stairs. It's up to you.
Okay, just wait. Will you wait a second? Will you wait? Can you wait? Just wait. Ernie, Kid, Lynn, I think it's time we call Charlie and ask him to come down, don't you?
All right.
Absolutely.
Hello, Charlie. It's Ernie. We're ready for you now. Are you ready for us now? Will you calm down? That's just an hysterical nerve reaction.
What's wrong with him?
He thinks he went temporarily blind. Just put some water on your eyes and come down here. There are 2 police officers who want to ask you some questions. Why? Because you put out 1 finger. That's why! He's fine. He's coming right down.
You see, the truth is, officer, we were trying to protect Mr. Brock because he's a dear friend of ours. But we realize we're all in jeopardy if we hold back the truth. Now then, there were 2 gunshots here tonight. I personally did not hear them. But I share equal responsibility with those who did hear them and did not come forth with that information, despite the fact that I did not hear them.
Stop helping so much, Glenn.
Nevertheless, Mr. Brock is willing to tell us the full and complete details, a story which none of us have heard yet. about the Mystic Health, about the disappearance of his wife Myra, and about the 2 gunshots that I did not hear.
I think I'm gonna have another spasm.
Oh, who gives a shit?
Hello, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie!
Better, Charlie?
Mr. Rock? I'm Officer Welch, and this is Officer Putney. Why don't you come down and have a seat, okay? Johnny, take this down, will you?
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Brock, why don't you tell us from the beginning exactly what happened in this house tonight, all right?
Would anybody like some lemon tart?
Yes, the tart would be wonderful.
Not right now, ma'am. Mr. Brock, tell us the story, please.
Okay. Let's see. The story. As it happened. As I remember it. As I'm telling it. Oh, God. Well, here goes. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I came home from work. My wife, Myra, was dressing in her dressing room for the party. I went into the refrigerator in the kitchen to get a bottle of champagne. Rosita, the Spanish cook, was in the kitchen with Ramona, her Spanish sister, and Romero, her Spanish son. They were preparing an Italian dinner. They were waiting for Myra to tell her when to start the dinner. As I headed up the stairs, I said to myself, it's my 10th wedding anniversary, and I can't believe I still love my wife so very much. Myra was putting on the perfume I bought her for Christmas. I purposely buy it because it drives me crazy. I tapped on her door. Tap, tap, tap. She opens the door. I hand her a glass of champagne. I make a toast to the most beautiful wife a man ever had for 10 wonderful years. She says, to the best man and the best 10 years a beautiful wife ever had. We drink, we kiss, we make another toast to the loveliest skin on the loveliest body that has never aged a single day in 10 wonderful years. She toasts to the gentlest hands that ever stroked the loveliest skin that has never aged a single day in 10 wonderful years. We drink, we kiss, we toast. We drink, we kiss, we toast. By 7 o'clock the bottle is gone, my wife is sloshed, and I'm completely toasted. And then I smell that perfume. That perfume I could never resist. I loved her with more passion and ardor than the moment we were first newlyweds. I tell you this not with embarrassment, but with a pride and joy for a love that grows stronger and more lasting as each new day passes. We lay there, spent, naked in each other's arms, complete in our happiness. It's now 8 o'clock, and outside it's grown dark. Suddenly, we hear a gentle knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. The door opens, and a strange young man looks down at us with a knife in his hand. Myra screams. I rush to my drawer where I keep my gun. Myra grabs a towel to shield herself. I rush back into the room with the pistol, ready to save my wife's life. The strange young man says in Spanish, Yo quito se double enchilada por queso quito minuto. But I don't speak Spanish, and I'd never seen Rosita's son Romero before, and I didn't know that the knife was to cut up the salad and that he was asking, should they heat up the dinner now? So, I aim my gun at him. Myra screams, pulls my arm, the gun goes off and shoots me in the earlobe. Rosita's son Romero runs downstairs and tells Rosita and Ramona, Mamacita, mile que pasó al hombre, ay bacalaya, el hombre que loco que bang, bang. The crazy man took a shot at him. So Rosita, Ramona, and Romero, they leave in a huff. My earlobe is bleeding all over Myra's new dress. Suddenly, we hear a car pull up. It's the first guest. So Myra grabs a bathrobe and runs downstairs to try to stop Rosita, Romero, and Ramona. Otherwise, we'll have no dinner. But they drive off in their Alfa Romeo. I look out the window, but it's grown dark.
and I think somebody's trying to steal my beautiful old Mercedes. So I take a shot at them. Myra comes rushing downstairs. She's going down to the basement where we keep the cedar chest. She's looking for the dress she wore last year for Bonds for Israel. Anyway, she can't find the light, slips, and falls down the stairs in the dark and passes out. I come rushing downstairs and notice that the basement door is open, and I'm afraid the strange kid will come back, so I rush down and I lock the door, not knowing that Myra is still down there. Then I rush back upstairs to get an aspirin because my earlobe is killing me from the hole in it, but the blood on my fingers gets in my eyes, and by mistake I take 4 Valium instead. I hear the first guests, and I want to come downstairs to tell them to look for Myra, but suddenly I can't speak from the Valium, and I'm bleeding all over the white rug. So I decide I'll write a note explaining what happened, but the note looks like gibberish, and I'm afraid they'll think it was a suicide note and call the police. And my friend Glenn Cooper was coming to the party, and it wouldn't be good for his campaign to get mixed up in a suicide. So I tore up the note, and I flushed it down the toilet just as they come rushing into the room. They're yelling, "What happened? What happened?"